Our jersey presenters to the stage as we get ready to introduce you to your champions.
And again, a terrific aerial view of the city of Calgary as we get ready for the presentation of the jerseys, the overall champion. And there's a young, talented rider who, as you said, took advantage of that one very windy stage when the break happened. He jumped and never looked out of place or really perturbed. Let's again go to the presentation stage.
We begin with the province of Alberta race leaders jersey. This is your overall champion at the 2013 Tour of Alberta. It was an incredible ride for this young Australian as he keeps the yellow jersey after the final day of racing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce you to your champion, riding for Garmin Sharp. This is Rohan Dennis. Rohan is being presented by the Honorable Berlin Olson, the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, presenting a special Smith-built hat. Rohan is also receiving a piece of art titled Prairie Fields by Voyager Art and Tile, which is a ceramic studio located in Alberta, Canada, founded by celebrated artists Brian MacArthur and Don Detrando. This piece is influenced by Canada's flora, fauna, and history. So Rohan receives the kiss from our lovely Louis Carnot Podium hostesses. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Rohan Dennis!
And a huge crowd on hand to congratulate Rohan Dennis of the Garmin Sharp team as being the overall champion of the Tour of Alberta.
The Subway Sprint Leaders jersey. This man is absolutely incredible. Riding for Cannondale Pro Cycling out of Slovakia. A big round of applause for Peter Sagan. Peter is being presented by Ayaz Kara, a Subway franchisee.
Peter Sagan, certainly the story early on in the Tour of Alberta, winning the prologue, beating up the 7.3 kilometer prologue in fine fashion, and then taking the opening stage in Camrose, did a terrific job in the final sprint, and that put him in position for this green jersey, and then wrapped it all up on the final day of the Tour of Alberta, winning the 5th stage.
Mr. Peter Sagan!
And you see the lead that he had over Rohan Dennis. 25 points for Dennis. Sagan, though, the winner of the Subway Sprint jersey.
Up next, move to the Bud Crown King of the Mountain jersey. The polka dot jersey going to the top climber at the Tour of Alberta. It will be a Dutch rider on the podium from Belkin Pro Cycling. It's Tom Jelta Slagter! Tom is being presented the jersey by Ross Brittle with Bud Crown.
Tom Jelta Slagter, Belkin Pro, really dominated the climbs that were on hand, and in doing so solidified his spot as the Budweiser King of the Mountain. Did that on a wet, rainy day in Black Diamond, finishing ahead of Robert Hasink. Hasink in Drumhiller showed his climbing ability.
Winner, Tom Jelta Slagter! to the Canadian Western Bank Best Best Young Riders jersey, the white jersey competition, going to the top rider under 26 in the GC. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the podium your best young rider from Garmin Sharp, Rohan Dennis. Rohan is being presented today by Chris Fowler, the President and Chief Executive Officer at Canadian Western Bank. And as a proud sponsor of the Best Young jersey, Canadian Western Bank is pleased to make a donation to Kids Sports Society of Alberta on behalf of today's jersey winner. This donation will help to ensure that kids in Calgary have access to organized sporting programs that promote lifelong health and wellness. Today's check is being presented by Glenn Eastwood, the Senior Vice President and Regional Manager for the Prairies at Canadian Western Bank.
Rohan Dennis, the top young rider, and with the white jersey that he adds to his yellow jersey, a nice donation to Kids Sport Alberta from Canadian Western Bank. And for Rohan Dennis, he gets another jersey and another kiss from the Louis Garneau presentation stage hostesses.
Canadian Western Bank Best Young Rider, Rohan Dennis. Up next, we award the blue jersey for the most aggressive rider. This man was incredible, surviving out of the breakaway to be one of the final 3 riders remaining. Going to the line, it will be an American riding on the Canadian Equipe Garneau squad. A big round of applause for Adam Faribault. Presented today by Dave Boderchuk with the Rural Alberta Development Fund.
And what an effort today by Adam Faribault, the 24-year-old from Owego, New York, racing with Garneau Québécois. And he was part of a 3-man breakaway with Fumi Bepi and Jim Stemper, and really helped set the pace for that 3-man breakaway and was considered most aggressive. It was a tough day for Jim Stemper, who clipped the wheel of Faribault and went down, and then it was Faribault and Beppu who were caught by the peloton.
And finally, we move to the red jersey presentation. This goes to the best Canadian rider at the Tour of Alberta. It'll be the man racing for Optum Pro Cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, Canada's own Ryan Anderson! Ryan is being presented by Lois Appleby, a board member at the Alberta Peloton Association.
Ryan Anderson was born in Edmonton but grew up in Spruce Grove, so he knows these roads and streets of Alberta very well. And riding for Optum, 26-year-old Ryan Anderson, certainly pleased to be wearing the red and white jersey as the best Canadian.
Canadian rider, Mr. Ryan Anderson.
And recapping everybody who's taking home extra wardrobe from the Tour of Alberta, Rohan Dennis, as the province of Alberta yellow jersey, is the champion of the first ever Tour of Alberta. He was also the best young rider, took the white jersey. The sprint, well, you saw that in great form, Peter Sagan, as he took away the prologue, stage 1 and stage 5. In stage 1 and 5, he showed his sprinting skill. Tom Jelta Slagter of Belkin was the Budweiser king of the mountain. Adam Faribault was the most aggressive rider for stage 5, and Ryan Anderson wears the red and white as the top Canadian. They assemble the riders in their jerseys for a photo op. Everybody shuffles around. Rohan Dennis in the middle with his yellow jersey, and now saluting the crowd in Calgary as the Tour of Alberta comes to a close. Still to come, the podium for the final stage of the Tour of Alberta. Now, these men will go down in history as The men wearing the jerseys at the conclusion of the 2013 Tour of Alberta. Began in Edmonton through the downtown streets with the prologue, finishing in front of City Hall, and then moved south, wrapped up in Calgary.
Daily awards presentation. So at this time, we'd like to call our top 3 presenters to the stage.
It was a terrific. And now he comes back to be rewarded for his work in Stage 5.
Peter is being presented by Calgary Mayor Naheed Nenshi and Cindy Addy, the CEO of Calgary Tourism, who are presenting Peter with a special white Smith-built hat, an iconic symbol of Calgary. Takes the top step of the podium. We'll put them all up there together. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, your top 3, Peter Sagan, Luca Meszczyk, and Robert Forrester. 1, 2, and 3 on the final stick of the Tour of Alberta.
This summer, after the floods, we've had Calgary's first outdoor opera festival. We've had the inaugural PGA Champions Tour Shaw Charity Classic. We enjoyed the Labor Day Classic, and here we are at the finish line of the first Tour of Alberta. This is who we are. This is us coming together and building this community. So let's hear it, not just for all the hardworking people at the Alberta Peloton Association, for the thousands of volunteers across southern Alberta who made this happen. Let's hear it for all of them, but let's also hear it for every single citizen who used their hands this summer to help their neighbors build the community and make our lives so much better. Let's hear it as well for all those public servants, from firefighters to police officers, to my colleagues at Recreation at City of Calgary Parks who put this on. We are blessed to live in a place where government works and we have such great public servants. Let's hear it for all of them. The last thing I want to say is this. I got to watch a little bit of this final stage on television. And folks, Calgary has never looked better. So for all of you watching on TV at home, come back and visit. We'd love to have you. Congratulations to everyone.
Mayor Nenshi, thank you so much. Your mayor here in Calgary, Naheed Nenshi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it is now time to recognize the overall team winners here at the 2013 Tour of Alberta. This jersey will be presented by Tour Tracker, and here to present those riders, please welcome Canadian cycling legend and co-founder of the Tour of Alberta, Alex Steeda. So Alex is presenting the Tour Tracker jersey to one of the top teams in the world and the top team here in Alberta. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for your overall team winner, Team BMC! So handshakes all around from Alex Steeda as the team receives the Tour Top Team jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, there they are. BMC Racing is your top team at the Tour of Alberta. And now the moment that they've been waiting for since we began this race in Edmonton. These guys earned it this week, the champagne celebration. Cheers all around for Team BMC. big round of applause for your top team. Cheers to BMC!
This fifth and final stage of the Tour of Alberta.
I am very amazed, shocked to see so many people supporting the event where in a place where there was never had any cycling stage race, you know. So I am very, very impressed, and I could not expect this such a crowd everywhere.
All right. Thank you very much, Pierre, and back to you.
Lots of hardware for Rowan Dennis of Garmin Sharp, the winner of the Tour of Alberta. We'll come back to wrap it up from Calgary.